What happened on December 16, 2012? The woman and her friend Pandy were returning home after watching the movie Life of Pi on the night of December 16, 2012. They boarded an off-duty charter bus at Munirka bus stand in which there were 6 other men, including the bus driver. The bus started moving in an off-route direction, and the men shut the doors of the vehicle. Suspecting something wrong, when Pandy raised an objection, he was shouted down and a scuffle broke out as the men who were drunk started molesting her. Her friend was knocked down with a rod, and the men dragged her to the back of the bus and repeatedly gang-raped for over an hour. As she fought back, one of the juvenile attackers inserted an iron rod into her private parts, pulling and ripping her intestines apart. The bus driver drove all over Delhi while this was happening. After the attack, both of them were thrown out of the bus to die at the side of the road. The two were found half dead by a passerby who informed the Delhi police. She was taken to the Safdarjung hospital, where doctors found she had only 5% intestines left inside her body. She succumbed to her injuries on December 29, 2012. In her statement to police, she said she wanted justice against the 6 attackers. The incident led to widespread demonstrations and protests across the country. It also started changes in the laws about violence against women. Why is she called Nirbhaya? The rape laws in India do not permit using a victim's name in media. Hence, various publications gave her different names, out of which Nirbhaya, which means fearless, was widely used. In 2013, she received the International Women of Courage Award from the U.S. Department of State, posthumously. What happened to Nirbhaya's attackers? All the 6 men in the Nirbhaya rape case, including the juvenile, were convicted by the court. All the accused were identified as Ram Singh, Mukesh Singh, Vinay Gupta, Pawan Gupta, Akshay Thakur, and a juvenile. Ram Singh, the bus driver, committed suicide on March 11, 2013, in Tihar jail during the trial. The minor was tried separately in a juvenile court and given the maximum sentence of 3 years imprisonment in a reform facility. In September 2013, the trial court had awarded capital punishment to Mukesh, Akshay, Pawan, and Vinay. Subsequently, the 3 convicts besides Akshay had sought review of the judgment, but it was dismissed. The order on the review petition filed by Akshay was dismissed by the Supreme Court on December 18, 2019. Socialite arrested after horrific beheading of former diplomat's daughter. In July, Zahir Jaffer, the son of a wealthy businessman, was arrested for murdering and beheading Noor Muqaddam in his home in Pakistan's capital city of Islamabad. The deceased woman was an artist and the daughter of Pakistan's former ambassador to South Korea, Kukut Muqaddam. When police arrived at the scene, Jaffer had been bound with ropes by household staff after he had attempted to attack a worker from a local rehab center who had been called in to restrain him. At 10 p.m. in the evening, Kukut Muqaddam received a phone call from police who informed him that his daughter had been murdered. Upon his arrival at Jaffer's residence, the victim's father saw that his daughter had been brutally murdered with a sharp-edged weapon and beheaded. In October, Jaffer and 12 others, including his parents, his household staff, and employees from the therapy and rehab center Therapy Works, were indicted for involvement in Muqaddam's murder. In December, Jaffer filed for an insanity defense despite initial police reports that stated he was of sound mind during the night of the murder. Her murder has launched the hashtag Justice for Noor campaign and a hashtag #MeToo campaign against alleged sexual predators from among Jaffer's social circle. Many have criticized recent delays in the trial proceedings and alleged reports of special treatment granted to Jaffer in jail.